Today we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Chicago Bears. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
Yards last year. Here's Aaron Jones.
They'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Now a 2nd and 6. Here's Love. Looking deep here for Dobbs. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Dobbs, 43 yards. And the Packers are on the board here first in the season opener. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Herbert once more. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Fields going to change things up here.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Here's Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
They snap it to Fields.
That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 43-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd.
They'll run with Herbert.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
Now Fields.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we've got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
On 1st and 10, Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And this is caught. Touchdown.
Christian Watson.
46 yards.
And the Packers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
This is not fun anymore. It's like watching paint dry.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Here we go.
3rd down and 13. Back to throw, Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's taken it around the 40. Shedding through the defense. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. A beautiful spin and room to run. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw now. Here's Love. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But that's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Love. That's caught by the rookie Jamin Reed. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A big gain on the play. But it's 3rd down.
Now a 3rd and 6. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Throwing. Love. Well, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. They took their shot. That's going to bring up 4th down.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they got a lot of trouble this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Throwing on third down, Fields. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. We've seen this offense do some unconventional things thus far, but they couldn't go for it on fourth down here, could they?
Could someone patch us into the head coach's headset? Punt the ball.
Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And take it right on the 30. Powerful running. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 38-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. First down, going to the air with Love. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 36 yards on the play.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
A gain of 15. And the Packers first down.
Love now to pass on first down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Ready. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Love looking to throw it. That's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
21. Bears nothing. Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
At the 49-yard line.
Get ready. Right now, D. Ready.
Following the interception, Love. And this one is incomplete.
So it's a tough test for the Packers' new starting quarterback, Jordan Love. 2 road games to begin the year. Today here in Chicago, next week in Atlanta. But he's one of the rare first-rounders that got to sit and watch for a little bit. So how do you think that'll serve him going forward?
Well, you sit there and absorb game plans for all this time. You watch how people prepare. You see how teams respond to being up, down, all of those things. Now he gets to step into that role and be the leader of this team. All the things he's dreamed of and imagined, now he gets to put into practice.
Let's go.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Love now. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Bears take over.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line. Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
A shotgun snap, Fields. This pass on target, Velus Jones with it.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Looking in zone for Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here's Fields.
Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Now it's Fields. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Making us look bad.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And only able to get this to the 19s. Should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And they came out of the lock. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Time to get 6. All right, let's control the clock here.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So the delay of game penalty backs them up. It's now 2nd and 7.
All right, now let's go get 6.
Fields. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Fields now to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
That's good for a Chicago Bears. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Herbert powering up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
The tackle made back at the
To throw is Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Fields. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
first down pass. Intercepted. The Bears take over first and 10.
Fields and the Bears now with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. That's complete to Mooney. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down. And quickly they get to the line. Here's Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of a yard. Third down and 2.
Back to throw. Fields. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They snap it to Fields. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Play action. It's Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Okay, this is it. I'm not having fun anymore.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Right side to Watson. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. To throw now. Here's Love. Nothing nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And that's a wise decision. Remember, he threw the pick on the last drive. This time he says, I'm not forcing one. I'm just getting it out of here.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Love. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Matt LaFleur, some confidence in his offense. His guys going here on 4th down. Love. That is caught, and he is going to have a Packers first down. They needed 3, they got 6. Plenty enough for the conversion on 4th. To the air again, Love. That is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On the ball. On the ball. Ready?
Love, they go play action now. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Throwing. Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Jaden Reed with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Carlson on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 3. Now Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first.
Not a great season for the Bears passing game, which ranked last in the league, but very solid year by Kmet. Established himself as a dependable target at tight end and led Chicago in yards and touchdowns.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Fields looking downfield for Jones. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Following the interception, Love. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Fields on first down. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone, first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Fields. Steps away to his left. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now it's Fields. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 1.
Ready?
On play action. Love to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Yannick Ngakoue able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Giving Ngakoue credit on that play and for what he's done throughout his career. He's been on 5 teams across the last 4 seasons, but has never stopped producing. At least 8 sacks every single year, and he's still only 28 years old.
On 3rd down, Love. And that is incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Eddie Jackson picks him. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go, son.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Draw play, a give to Herbert.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Bears on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This time they touchdown Bears. Khalil Herbert from 3 yards out.
And the Bears are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Bring it home, boys. We got this.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Bears will take over possession here up at the 44. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
4th down, Fields has to have this one. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Jayden Reed making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Packers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quay Walker, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
It's tipped, but he still makes the adjustment. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
At the 19-yard line.
And he'll just get rid of it. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Going back to Love. He's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into.
Back in my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in that minimum wage. Gotta keep following this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me it's the front lines. You never mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on me, mine. Keep with a rip. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a dip. Made a name for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop till my net worth millions. Going school, I drop down. They try to read when I drive with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, no timeouts. Change them quick, they sign up. Tryna hear my line now. Thinking I'm confined.